Yes, but we do have a cold night in store at First Energy Stadium on the southern bank of Lake Erie. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Giants and the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Okay, break. Right, 97.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, he's one of the top receivers in the game, Charles, so no surprise here on the opening drive. They want to get him involved, and he has catches on back-to-back plays.
And, Brandon, I look at it from the defense's perspective. You know he's one of the top receivers in the game. You've got to find ways to slow him down because if he gets into high gear, he's going to shred you all game long.
And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well-drilled, well-prepared, and excited to start this game.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Okay,
The
ready?
last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds Saquon Barkley on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They run it again with Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Browns sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. On 4th down, Watson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone, get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel. After the interception, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Touchdown, Browns! Anthony Schwartz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Now a throw here, hauled in. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ready.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando, and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. A first down carry for Barkley. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, his second sack of the night, found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. That ball caught by Slayton. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The final shot before the break, Watson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that is incomplete. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From the 50, it's Watson. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game. I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 126 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harrison Bryant, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have retaken a third-quarter lead. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for two here. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, it's off it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. York now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they... No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. To throw is Watson. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
136 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this fourth down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 4. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. Back to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
And where they are on the scoreboard almost dictates taking this big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. They'll try to right side here. Barkley. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson now to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence.
Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Hey, no fear. Cut.
They go play action here on first down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Down. Watch out, 52.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
No let-up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter do the old hold-up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Again, running right is Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 157 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. That's complete, right around the 8. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Nick Chubb with a milestone, career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Browns are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now back to throw. This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing now, Watson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They're going to look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and 11. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. As he'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Pass complete to Robinson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
97.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into the hands of Cooper. And he is going to have the Giants first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with...
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom, and handle my